It's a bad week for Liverpool fans, man. Their legend Stevie G got sacked, and then they lost to Nottingham Forest, and then they lost to Leeds. First, I think that was Van Dijk's first home defeat in the league for Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's 70 games. That's crazy. It's a crazy stat. But Liverpool, I don't know if it's a 7-year curse of Klopp. I don't know if it's them asthma inhalers not working no more after 7 years. I don't know if it's a 7-year theory, Hotel T-Pack. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
You said Liverpool cursed by the Illuminati 7-day period.
Fam, I don't know what it is, bro. It must be. I can't put my hand on it. Leeds played well. I don't think teams fear Liverpool as much anymore. They're missing that Mane press. That Mane and Salah press at the top was a tandem press. When both of them are pressing you up top, he was deadly. You'd lose the ball, they would gain possession quickly and attack you straight away. So he was always in the back foot. Now they've lost that press from Mane. You've only got one side pressing, which is Salah, but you ain't got the other side pressing as much. So you haven't got that tandem press, which puts teams immediately under pressure. They're missing that. Van Dijk as well. Van Dijk is a good defender, great defender, but when the whole team as a unit is not defending well, his deficiencies get exposed. And I think he's getting exposed a little bit.
Yeah.
You saw it with the second goal. It's like he should have closed the player, but it's like he was watching, waiting for someone else to do the job, kind of evaluating the situation.
Bro,
and by the time his man...
Bro, he was waiting for his aura to tackle him.
Fam, I don't know what it was, but
he actually relied on that for like 4 years, that aura.
Fam, he said, yeah, Van Dijk. Bro, if he was like that, you're like, yo. And the guy said, nah, bro, it's my 21st birthday tomorrow, but I'm getting me something. I'm getting something, bro. A man got something, bro. Happy birthday to Somerville, man. But it was shambolic defending. The first goal was a bit weird. Gomez, he didn't even try to look for the keeper, and then the keepers were tripped, and then Leeds got their goal. And then I thought, okay, cool, Salah's bagged the equaliser. Liverpool going to come over and take this game over. Game done. Because they had a lot of time. I think they still had about 60 minutes. I was thinking, okay, Salah scored 1-1, game done. Liverpool just going to pile in the pressure, finish it. But nah, Leeds kept at it, and that was it. Liverpool players are old. Midfield is weak. Fabinho came out on Twitter that he's a Nigerian guy, 33. I knew it, man. I knew it, bro. Fabinho suddenly lost his legs.
Wow. Fam, it's crazy. Because even the Nottingham Forest game, he was a passenger. I can't remember him making one tackle. He was just receiving a ball in space, passing it off. He had no intensity about him. It's like his game just dropped off. I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know, man. That tweet kind of seems realistic, man. He might be Nigerian 33-year-old guy, man, because the way his legs are just gone, and he's not even in his 30s yet. It's just kind of mad. It's scary. So that's something to worry about. Thiago can't stay fit for nothing. Henderson's old. So Liverpool need a big rebuild. Harvey Elliott's been overplayed, looks tired. It's a big problem. Trent got hooked. So Klopp's got a big job on his hand, and he looks a bit rattled in his interviews as well. He doesn't look as assertive as well. Someone said, Klopp got his teeth done, got his glasses taken off, and he's lost his powers. I don't know where it is, bruv, but I don't want to cook Liverpool no more, man. But yeah, I'm just happy that they're crumbling, man. This is their greatest era, Liverpool's dominant era, and they've won 4 trophies in 6 years. When we was in our dominant era, United, we was winning trophies left and right. This was their dominant era. They won the league, Champions League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup. 4 trophies in 6 years. Dominant era. All eras come to an end, I guess. So yeah, that was my take on the game, man. Hold tight, Liverpool. Keep losing.
Yeah, first off, again, that goal, Joe Gomez. I don't know what he was thinking. Lapse of concentration. Tried a no-look pass. Failed miserably. Even Van Dijk wasn't looking either. Van Dijk wasn't paying attention. The only person that was paying attention was Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And yeah, but he was like, he must have been thinking Christmas came early. And yeah, just tapped it in. And then yeah, 1-1, Salah got a goal. I'm thinking when Salah got a goal, is like, oh, here we go. We all know how this story ends.
Anfield, Salah.
Yeah, they pile the pressure and they go on and get a winner. But when it was 1-1, Leeds didn't drop their heads. And it was a back and forth game. That's the thing. Leeds were still creating the chances from the first to the 90th minute. They were still able to progress the ball, play through Liverpool's midfield, and get to that defense all game.
Remember that chance, Bamford?
Oh my Lord!
That first touch of a flipping.
I was
didn't even want to
pissed.
see it.
I was like, "What are you doing, you donkey, bro?" Anyway, Bamford, he's lucky. I'm telling you, Somerville bailed him out because that was terrible. But yeah, like I said, back and forth game. The major problem was Liverpool were not able to get control of the game. This has been a reoccurring theme for them. Even at Brighton, the Brighton game as well, when Brighton played at Anfield, 3-3. The reason why Brighton were able to score that many goals is because Liverpool couldn't get control of the game. Brighton were able to play through their midfield with ease and get at that defense. And yeah, so 1-1, back and forth game, and then yeah, last minute, Joe Gomez, I don't know where he was going. The gap between Joe Gomez and VVD was unacceptable. And they managed to play it in. And you know what, yeah, it's funny because this Virgil van Delegate trying to get his aura to tackle the flipping player is rubbing off on the other players because even when that kid from Italy, Yonto, he had the ball on the left side, I think it was Curtis Jones and Henderson that had him pinned.
They didn't deal with it.
They were doing what Van Dijk was doing, just staring at him. If there's two players there, you can afford for one player to commit because the other player's there to back him up.
Yeah.
But they were just looking at him. He played the ball in the middle of both of them. The ball got to Somerville. And then, yeah, 3 players surrounding him, but he still managed to get the touch and great finish. So, yeah, credit to Leeds. They showed team spirit. Their manager was under pressure. Jesse Marsh. At the beginning of the season, I had Leeds relegated and him the first manager to get sacked. So yeah, shout out to the team for showing spirit and fighting for him. I like to see that. And yeah, Darwin Nunez. Boy. You know what, yeah? It's encouraging because every game he'll always get good opportunities to score because of his movement. But his finishing is terrible. He needs to start finishing these chances because it's costing him. If he finished the chances, he would have scored and Liverpool would have won. But his lack of finishing ability is costing him now. So he needs to fix that ASAP.
Boy, congrats to Leeds, Jesse Marsh. I never felt the justification for Jesse Marsh to be under pressure. Obviously, it's a results business, but I felt Leeds are a good side. They play good football and they're really, really well coached because when they played Arsenal, they put it on us and they probably should have came away with something. And they're really, really intense team with good athletes all across the pitch. Well, especially in attacking third anyway. I looked at Liverpool yesterday and first time I really looked at them, I thought, they look old. They look so old in midfield. People just running past them. You can see the difference in intensity between the teams. And that's surprising with Liverpool. And Klopp played a different formation, playing 4-3-1-2. So he played Nunez and Salah up top, Firmino behind. So he's searching for something. And when managers start searching for stuff, it's not really a good look. They need to be settled. But I just checked that right now. They've got a few key injuries. And they got Jota out, they got Arthur out, they got Matip, Luis Diaz, and Naby Keita. You could argue 4 of those players would be in the starting 11. So it's a long season. The World Cup's coming. They're going to have some time to get back to their best. So I'm not completely ruling out Liverpool. They're gonna be good eventually. They still will make top 4 in my opinion. Fabinho looks old. A lot of the players look old, but I remember I listened to a pod once and the guy said I didn't realize this, but Liverpool played every single game possible last year. Every single game possible. I think from the first day of the Prem all the way to the end of the season across Europe, across domestic cups, across every Premier League game, every single game possible they played. So it's understandable why they're playing like this and they all look shattered, all of them. And also it's just transition. Every good thing comes to an end. This is the cycles at the end, and they got a good cycle coming up. They got a few good young players coming through. So it's just one of them things. I don't think it's a 7-year curse for Klopp. He's actually trying to, because of their financial capacity, I feel they've purposely bought really young. So in 3-4 years' time, they can really grow in and mature into as to one side instead of just plugging holes where they can, because then you can really, I don't know, you might get too much to do at one time. So I'm still hopeful for Liverpool. Liverpool long term will be fine. It's just what it is for now. And we know Klopp is a good manager. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, just 2 more points. One, like I've always said, it's the midfield that's the biggest problem. I still think they can get results. They just need to make the right adjustments. I saw a stat that Thiago made the most tackles out of everyone in Liverpool's team. From when you're treating a Rolls Royce like that, like a flipping Fiat
Ford Fiesta, bro.
Fiat Punto. Yeah, that's a big problem. Like he's not designed to be doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they need to address those issues. And yeah, one more question I want to ask both of you. I'm hearing murmurings, 1 or 2 people talking about Klopp out.
Huh?
Nah, man, they've done too much.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, then people should be whooped. Klopp, where? Out where? Bruv.
To go to who? To Stevie G? To go to who? What other manager's going to come in and do something?
Who are you going to get in? Right now, apart from Pep, there's no other manager I'll take over Klopp. Who are you going to get in?
Arteta.
Who?
Arteta's over Klopp.
That turtleneck bandit. Nah, man. Nah, man. Who? Arteta. Nah, man. For me, I think is Michael Edwards still with him?
Nah.
The director of football.
Nah, he's left, you know.
Because the signing of Arthur Melo, only God knows why they signed that guy.
Nah, he's a good player.
Arthur Melo's a good player, but he's not what they need because he was unlucky at Juve as well. He couldn't stay fit at Juve. So what possessed them to sign him?
I think it was
You've already got Thiago.
It was a panic signing.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't even fit when they signed him.
No.
It don't make sense. That signing for me does not make sense. You sign a player that can't stay fit to try and replace a player that can't stay fit.
Yeah, but they are missing Diaz and Jota. Those are really big misses. So again, the World Cup might come at a good time for them.
They are big misses, but that's not their problem. Like Liverpool will always be able to score goals. That's the thing. And in terms of the Klopp out thing, foolishness. Any Liverpool fan that screams Klopp out is silly. Klopp is the best solution moving forward. You just need a rebuild. That's all it is. You just need a rebuild. And yeah, in midfield mostly and in defense as well.
Liverpool just need new asthma pumps to enjoy the 7-year curse and just wait for the 8th year. And you'll be fine, man.
I kind of think, in fact, I had a theory that Liverpool should sell Van Dijk and get good money and rebuild that defense. But I still feel Van Dijk can get back his form. But if they get a good bid for like 50, 60 mil for Van Dijk from like PSG or someone, Barcelona might just do it.
The thing is,
yeah,
Van Dijk is not on form, but he's the defensive organizer. I'm telling you, if he goes, if he's not playing and you're playing like Konate, Matip, Konate, Gomez, you think it's bad now? I'm telling you, complete disaster class without Van Dijk, even though he's not playing well.
Because he himself's not playing well, but he's still got the IQ to delegate and put people in positions.
Yeah, he organizes that back line. I'm telling you.
But yeah, you got to do something there. I feel like if they still want to add to their midfield with Bellingham apparently, but they still got reinforce that defense.